Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Eric Johnson Jr. and for those that haven't seen the channel before, we tried to do all things racing here, but this is going to be part two of our July 17th race weekend up at South Sound Speedway here in the Baby Grands. So I just finished getting the tires mounted for this thing, so we're pretty much going to get those loaded up in the trailer, get the final stuff thrown in, and then tomorrow morning we will be back here to hit the road and get up to the track. But after I bring the tires in here, I'll head back, get my stuff ready to go. Got to get all my driver stuff sorted out, get GoPros figured out. But if you haven't checked it out, go make sure to check out part one, which should be coming out just a couple days before this video. And that is where we pretty much ran through the car, got it all ready. There wasn't much to do, which is something I'm relieved to say after our last race. We haven't had a race really this season where we've just kind of been able to go into it with a clean mind. We've had a lot to do, a lot of question marks, and this was our first off weekend where we kind of just said, make sure everything's nut and bolted and let's go for it again. So last time out, we had good success and managed to get the win and qualify P1, but the track's gonna be completely different again. So nobody knows how it's gonna go, but we got Grandma here with us looking to get her back in victory lane. It's gonna be fun and I hope you guys enjoy, but let's just jump into things, get these tires unloaded, and then we will head back to the house to get all my stuff loaded up. Tires are all labeled out. I just like marking them out so it's easier even if I'm not the one throwing them on the car because I'm doing something else, you know, or if somebody's helping me, it's easy for them to tell exactly where they're going, and I put their dates on them so I know when they were used as a set. Good morning, guys. Welcome to race day. So grab my stuff here in just a minute and then we'll be hitting the road. Just got our coffee in us, so feeling pretty good, feeling excited, hopeful for hopefully another good finish, but we will see what happens. Just excited to be back at the track with our family. It's always fun to have everyone out, see all the fans out there. It's so cool. And check this out, got my own shirt on. Make sure you get your own at ericjrracing.com. Pretty sweet to say we got our own merch, but we are on limited supply as they went quick when we first got our first order, so now waiting on a second order to come in. So make sure you get yours soon because we are on limited supply, and we'll be trying to get some more in here shortly, but no promises on when that is. We just kind of wait on our dealer here. So besides that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my stuff together and then we will hit the road. Got a whole camp propped up now, but getting things into order, and then we'll jump out for our first practice, open practice. Just feel out the car and then see how the track temps affect things. Well, we got things settled, but it's looking like a pretty good car count for tonight. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 so far, looks like. So should be pretty entertaining, but after last race, we are most likely starting in the back unless something really weird happens. But yeah, I'm just interested to see how track conditions are here in practice. guys, so I just jumped out of the car for practice. I'm not sure if my GoPro recorded just because the way it was, I had to mess with it in the car. But basically we went out and the car felt perfect. It's not often I get to come out here and just say I'm happy with it. Trying to fine tune it for myself usually and make those small adjustments when I get out of the car, but this time I'm just gonna leave it. I like how it feels. If I need to, I can bump track bar a little bit as the evening goes on, but right now I'm pretty happy with it. It came off the track being a winning car, feels pretty good. I haven't talked to any of the other drivers to see what they're thinking, but we were the first ones on track. The track's probably gonna slick up a little bit, we'll see. But all I'm thinking is maybe mess with track bar just a touch, and that's all we usually do. So besides that, yeah, we'll wait for our practice and then qualifying and let you guys know how it goes. All right, so sitting here lined up for our driver's meet and greet. I'm always excited to go down there and see the fans and stuff. It's always cool, but right now we're kind of throwing a little bit of an oddball. I went out in qualifying, car was just completely different with our new tires on. And so getting tire temps and stuff, trying to figure out what we can do to get a little bit better drive and figure that out, but it was just a lot different in the corners, trying to figure that out. And then of course we just found out that when we pulled out of our pits, a little bit of oil, so we got to make sure we're not leaking anything, because I'd hate to go out here and mess up a motor for some reason or something. So we'll check that out here after our driver's meeting, but let's just go enjoy this and then we'll be back in the pits to take a look at all that. Heck yeah!
Won't you let somebody else win for a change? You know what? To stay around and roll, you got the car rolling right and drive is right as well.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Between my parents, my brother, everyone that's ever come to us, Sean Jones, the Presleys, Nick Ben over there at the shop. So many people make this car now. It's such a
Well, a great car and a great ride.
Yeah. Picture of my taking it. about another heat win. So cool to keep saying this. I don't know what's going on out here, and luck's changing, and I just don't know what to do but be thankful. So watching the Buffy Bass, then we go out for intermission, throw our stuff, and then we're jumping into our main event. So enjoy the ride, guys. It should be a fun one. Hopefully we come out of it clean with a decent result. We'll see. Place to jump in here, but I just wanted to explain our next clip that comes up here. So you're gonna see a zoom in on the fence. That is not by accident. Pay attention to that light at the end of the straightaway. What that does for us drivers is if we're not in a place where we can see a flagman, there are lights placed around the track for us to know what the track condition is, whether it be green, yellow, or red. And for many of you guys, you probably haven't seen a red flag before, but what that means to us is there is something so wrong on the track, or something that is causing such a bad condition that we have to come to a complete stop. No matter where you are on the track, come to the quickest stop that you can safely so that the track workers can get to the track. So pay attention to that clip, and hopefully I can explain what happened here. Unfortunately, I'll try to throw in a clip here of the aftermath, but one of our fellow racers, Joseph, who was in the 18, he's the other young driver in the series. He was trying to just simply go around a car that wasn't aware he was there, and when he made the pass, the car came up or snapped loose, I'm not too sure, and just happened to turn him into the wall head on, crushing the car. of course, the track through the red flag, trying to get to him as quick as possible because it was a hard hit. So I'm glad to see Joseph was okay here, but man, what a scary hit. Before we jump into the next green flag here after that hard hit, I just had to say that, you know, after a red flag of this long, you have to expect condition changes. So as we're sitting there talking to my dad back and forth on the radio, we knew we were going to be in a bad spot with the tire temps coming down, and our competitors' tires temps coming down, especially Sean with how quick he is on cold stuff. And then that track cooling down, we were falling out of our prime as people were coming in, and it was not a good situation. So we got going green here, and our car just simply was not what it was in the beginning, and we tried to do what we could to get to the end. And I will actually try to throw in as much as I can, but my cameras did die early because of the red flag, that long length. They weren't able to get to the end, but we slid in line behind Derek there for a third place finish, and so cool to see Sean get up there, go lead a race for that many laps again, and go get another win. Super happy for you, dude. So cool to see you win another, and man, he earned this one for sure. Alright, well that's gonna do it for that one, guys. I apologize for no after race video, man. I feel so bad. I got out of the car and they kind of caught us off guard with them. They came through for the top 4 doing compression tests and other sorts of tech, and don't worry, we passed. I'm sure you guys will understand with how much I show of our car in every single video, but it was just kind of time consuming, and I just didn't even think to pick up the camera, which is kind of on me. But oh my god, I don't know what to say besides I am blown away by what this team is proves to be capable of. And when I say team, I mean the whole group that shows up. Everyone from my parents to my family and supporters that are up in the stands to my grandpa, who he's the one helping me out a lot in the pits. Sean Jones, who's always helping me with advice on setup and stuff. You know, I am not afraid to admit that I am no whiz when it comes to adjusting a car. You know, I can come up with some ideas here and there, but I don't always feel comfortable making them without kind of bouncing ideas off of my buds. So, you know, to go out there and after all the hard work that Sean puts into our car, his car, the Presley's cars, and you know, all the work that we put into ours, to go follow him with a 1-2 for so long until that red flag kind of threw us out the window. It's just so rewarding to see some results for the both of us, not only us, because I definitely want to see him do well, as he's just done so much for us. So happy for you, dude. Really am. As much as I would have loved to be up there battling for you, battling for the win with you, there's not much I can do about that now besides just say I'm so proud to see you go get that win. But I'm going to end this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to be trying to get back in the Baby Grand within about a month, but we are jetting out of state to go do some road racing stuff. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. Getting back on both left and right turns. But I just can't be more grateful. I got to give a shout out to our sponsors, Key Property Services and Valley Skates Landscaping Solutions. They're the ones on the car, on our primary sponsors, helping us out, but also our newest one, GoPro. As you guys saw, I had so many different views in this, and that is all thanks to them and their cameras making that possible for us. So I got to thank all three of you guys. You are making this dream possible and shareable through so many different ways. And besides that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Super happy to add a little bit more to the trophy shelf. You know, it's not very big, not as big as some people's, but I'm definitely happy to say that we have found some success this season, and we will just keep moving on, keep trying to learn, but I will let you guys go. So feel free to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, guys, take it easy.